tax credits for your
You have to
strawman.
learn how to create these things correctly. So 1099 INT is just assessing the interest on the credit that you give. And I'm telling you, it's simple as writing a letter to your bank. Hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to request your assistance with the filing of Form 1099 INT and Form 1099 OID for the tax years. Let them know which years. As a customer, I have earned interest income from any of my accounts. And here's why. I need y'all to understand this before I continue. The bank takes your money. It's called fractional banking. You're always an investor. You're not getting the proceeds like you're supposed to. Fractional reserve banking. This is what public banks are doing. Fractional reserve banking is a system which only a fraction of bank deposits are required to be available for withdrawal. Banks only need to keep a specific amount of cash on hand and create loans from the money you deposit. Fractional reserves work to expand the economy by freeing capital for lending. Today, most economies' financial systems use fractional reserve banking. So, say you put $100 in, they can loan out 90. As soon as you put $100 in, they loaned out 90 of it. So you're always an investor. You need to learn how to collect on the investments correctly. This is what I'm showing you. As a customer, I've earned interest income from my accounts, and I've also received original issue discount interest from bonds during the past year. Anytime you get a bill in the mail, only a president can approve a bill. They're sending it to you. They're asking for your approval. They're showing you how much they're going to use. It's always in the positive when they send you a bill. According to the IRS regulations, any individual who has received $10 or more in interest income or ID interest during the tax year should receive a 1099 INT and 1099 OID form respectively from the payer. I kindly request that my bank prepare and send me these forms at your earliest convenience. This will enable me to accurately report my interest income and OID interest on my tax return for the year. Please mail the forms to my address listed above. If there are any issues or if you require additional information from me, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. I appreciate your assistance in ensuring that I'm following IRS regulations. There's another letter. And that one's going to the IRS. If the bank doesn't, so this is the letter showing you if the bank doesn't respond. Okay? So you go to the IRS. Any questions over any of that? 1099 OIDs, 1099 INTs. And don't skip that section that I'm skipping right now. It's just showing you certain. Next, we're going into different forms, okay? You assess the tax, not the securities, but correct. Read trust in a limited liability company if you don't know how to set up the LLC. We went over that yesterday. Create a holding company, create a church. It's that simple, bro. You've been rocking with me long enough. You should fucking know, bro. Next, trust in a limited liability company for asset protection for dummies. Read the book. Shows you how to set up a charge and order holding company. Your name is the operating company. When you're dealing with taxes, you want to have a whole separate tax company. You don't even want your name on that shit. Remain anonymous. Stay anonymous. I showed y'all how to stay anonymous. I showed y'all all of that yesterday. All right? Watched the class yesterday, day one. I said, do y'all have any questions over what we went over? 1099 INTs, 1099 OIDs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Watch the class yesterday. I showed y'all exactly how my businesses were set up. Watch it 8, 9 times until you figure it out. I wrote you fucking 80 books. 80 books saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Y'all shouldn't even be stuck on how to set up an LLC. That's elementary, Watson. Elementary. I broke it down step by step yesterday. Step by step. So we're not talking about yesterday. I started off the class. Do you guys have any questions about what we went over yesterday? This is how I started class. Does anybody have any questions about what we went over yesterday? No. This is at 9:30. Class started at 9. I asked this at 9:30. Okay. Does everybody remember? Y'all with me? Y'all back in the realm? Okay. And I got the book right here. This book right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a big thick, motherfucker. Trust and limited liability coming for asset protection for sovereignty. Get the book. Create the holding company. Your name is the operating company. Your holding company is the single member of the operating company. You create you a nonprofit. Now, your nonprofit is going to be the beneficial owner of your holding company. But who creates the nonprofit? Your 508c1a ministry trust. That's simple. Now, when it comes to claiming your retirement savings, your contribution credits, you're going to want to get a form 8880. If you don't know what you're doing, get you a tax expert. Get your bookkeeper. Tell them to fill it out for you. So this is how you claim this. You know them Roth IRAs, stuff like that. Them 401ks, voluntary employee contributions, 501c18s. I know a lot of people don't know what these are, but this is the form. This is the form to get that. People got IRAs. So I'm not going to go deep, okay? This book shows you how to fill it out, step by step. I can't make this up. Next. This is what I learned from Michelle. And sick pay. We got sick pay in there, too. So right here, there's two different credits for cars. Basically, all these forms right here is what the rest of the book goes over. It's all right here. How to fill out your Schedule H on the 1040. That's going to report the employment taxes. And that's let me see if she's still on here. Basically, that's what Shay was doing. That's what I was taking it. That's what she was doing. Shay, you with us?
I'm here.
Is that what you was doing? Can you hear me? Was you dealing with this right here, the Schedule H?
Yes.
All right, so what you're doing is, when you're doing a household business or a self-employment business, what you're doing is you're assessing the employment taxes for the business with the Schedule H, correct?
Correct.
All right, so you got to understand what a Schedule H is, because with a Schedule H, it's going to be something different with a private trust than with a public trust. So a Schedule H is just an attachment from making a claim on a public trust. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
All right, and so dealing with the sick leave and all of that is basically the same thing, and even with ERCs. So, and I started learning this with PPP loans and things like that, because they would want you to fill out something called a Schedule C.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still to go, baby?
Yes.
Then quit ignoring me all goddamn day, girl. I'm glad you showed up for class, though. So, look.
There's another part to that Schedule H.
We're not going to get deep about it. They want to know about it. They can ask you, huh?
They can ask.
All